Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a course-friendly format.
Hello learners, and welcome to today's study of Christian religious education. In our last lesson, we started our discussion on the reasons why we study Christian religious education. We gave 6 reasons why we study Christian religious education. In our today's lesson, we want to learn other reasons why we study Christian religious education. But before we look at new reasons, I'm going to list down the reasons that we covered in our last lesson. The subject is Christian religious education. We are studying the reasons why we study Christian religious education. Reasons why we study Christian religious education. The first reason we gave learners is that we study Christian religious education so as to understand the origin and destiny of the earth. Number one, we said to understand the origin and destiny of the earth and humankind. We explained that the reason why we study CRE is to understand the origin, of the earth and humankind, and also the destiny of the earth and the humankind. We get answers to questions like, where do we come from? Where did we come from? And what happens after we die? Christian religious education answers such questions. Then we also said, number two, another reason is that we study CRE to understand or to learn how God expects us to live. To learn how God expects us to live, how God expects us to live, and how to make right decisions, moral decisions, and how to make the right moral decisions. The third reason, learners, we saw in our last lesson why we study CRE is to achieve the national goals of education, to achieve the national goals of education, to achieve the national goals of education. We saw that, like other subjects, for example, mathematics, biology, physics, history, and the rest of the other subjects, CRE also prepares and equips the candidates with the knowledge and skills that helps them to achieve the national goals. And we stated the national goals. Such goals, we said, include, number one, national unity, number two, social equality, number three, national development, number four, respect and development of cultural heritage, number five, we mentioned individual and self-fulfillment, and lastly, international consciousness. These are some of the national goals that CRE achieves to or seeks to achieve. Okay, so we study CRE in order to achieve national goals of education. That is number 3. Then number 4, we learned that we study CRE in order to expand our knowledge and enhance our understanding of the Bible, to expand our knowledge and to enhance the understanding of the Bible, to expand our knowledge of the Bible and enhance the understanding of the Bible. Then number 5, we saw that we study CRE to develop desirable virtues, to develop desirable virtues, virtues and qualities. And what? And qualities based on Christian principles. Based on Christian principles. Christian principles. Then number 6, learners, we saw that we study CRE to enable us appreciate our traditional, to enable us appreciate our traditional African culture or heritage. Okay, our traditional African culture. Our traditional African culture. These are the 6 reasons that we studied in our last lesson as to why we learn Christian religious education. In our today's lesson, we want to look at more reasons, and we shall move on to number 7. Number 7, learners, is to promote equality and social justice. We study CRE in order to promote equality and social justice. Now, learners, the study of CRE helps us to know that we are all created in the image and likeness of God. This means that all men and women are equal despite their differences in color, in race, in tribe, in status. Okay? Whether you are poor or you rich, we are all equal despite our differences. Now, CRE promotes social equality. CRE promotes peace. Through the study of CRE, love is promoted and justice. And through CRE, we study in CRE to avoid any form of discrimination. So that's one reason, the 7th reason why we study Christian religious education. The study of Christian religious education, learners, helps us to know that we are all created in the image and likeness of God, all of us. And that we read in the book of Genesis chapter 1 verse 27. We are all created in the likeness, in the image and in the likeness of God. There is no one who is superior than the other. There is no one who is created with less abilities than the other. No. we are all created equal. We are all endowed uniquely. And this means that all men and all women are equal despite our differences in color. There are those who are black, others are brownish, there are people who are pinkish, all right? There are those who are tall, others are short. There are those who belong to tribe A, another one tribe B, the other one to tribe C. Okay, there are those who are endowed with material wealth, others don't have material wealth. There are those who are endowed with spiritual wealth, others do not have spiritual wealth. So CRE teaches that regardless of the position, regardless of your color, regardless of your tribe, all of us are created in the image and in the likeness of God. And this promotes social equality and justice. It promotes peace. CRE promotes peace. We read from the book that blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the sons of God. CRE promotes love. We are admonished to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. There are verses that tell us to even love our enemies, all right? So it promotes love, it promotes justice, okay? And through CRE, we learn we are discouraged to practice discrimination. It discourages any form of discrimination. That is number 7. Then number 8, the 8th point, reason. Learners, number 8. Number 8, we study Christian religious education to obtain a balanced and moral understanding of the values of life. To get balanced learners, balance, all right? To get balanced and moral understanding and moral understanding. Through study of Christian religious education learners, we get a balanced and moral understanding of the values of life, of the values of life. Values of life. CRE helps us to acknowledge life as a precious gift from God. And because it's a gift, learners, we should avoid destructive practices such as murder, such as robbery, such as abortion, such as violence, such as committing suicide, and so on. Okay? Values of life. We value life. When you value life, learners, you cannot kill others, you cannot kill yourself, you cannot kill or rob other people, you cannot engage in violence, right? You will not commit abortion, and so on. So through CRE, we get a moral understanding of the values of life. We take life to be precious. We understand that the life that we live is not our own. It's a gift. If my life is a gift, then your life is also a gift. So I cannot take away your life, neither should you take away my life. I cannot also not take away my own life. Because what I'm calling my own life in real sense is not my own life. It's a gift. Okay, it's a gift. CRE teaches us to acknowledge life as a precious gift from God. We do not decide to live, okay? Because we are just born. We sometimes ask where we came from. because you see, we may not have answers, but we learn in Christian religious education that life is a gift. So we get a balanced and moral understanding of the values of life. That's what we learn in Christian religious education. Then the third reason why we study Christian religious education is to enable us to pursue certain careers and ambitions in life. To pursue. It enables us to pursue certain careers. The study of CRE enables us to pursue certain careers and I said ambitions. And ambitions in life. To pursue certain careers and ambitions in life. Now, learners, for example, for one to become a lawyer or a clergy or an administrator, he or she may study Christian religious education, among other subjects. In order to develop and exhibit good work ethics in different careers, we need to study Christian religious education. Since the subject of Christian religious education teaches about such values as honesty, integrity, confidentiality, all right, hard work, openness, truthfulness, justice. All these values we learn in Christian religious education. So Christian religious education learners forms the basis of careers and helps one to earn a living in a morally acceptable way. For you to become a lawyer, to become a judge, you may need to study principles, Christian principles. They'll be very helpful for you as you pursue certain careers, certain ambitions in life. There are many learners, we cannot mention all, but for you to become a good administrator, a good manager, because a good counselor, okay, some of you when you grow up will become counselors. You may need to study Christian principles. What we are studying today, okay, and in your secondary and primary education forms a basis, okay, of careers. All careers, including doctors. For you to become a successful doctor, you need to be ethically grounded. You need to be an ethical person. So in Christian religious education, we teach ethics, making moral decisions, developing morally, and so on. So that's one reason why we study Christian religious education, to pursue certain careers and ambitions in life. It enables us to pursue certain careers and ambitions in life. Then number 10 learners. CRE. The reason why we study CRE is to help us appreciate the environment, okay? It helps us to appreciate, helps us appreciate the environment. It helps us to appreciate the environment is a surrounding, okay, as God's creation given to us for our benefit, okay, as God's creation given to us for our own benefit. we saw when God created the first man, he gave him authority over the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, the animals that creep on the ground. That is the environment, learners. He gave him authority over the environment. He told him, out of every tree shall you eat. So all the plants, all the animals, all the birds, whatever we find in our environment, because these are things that are naturally found in the environment. We don't create the air, we don't create animals, we don't create the vegetation. These things are given freely. So study of CRE helps us appreciate that, appreciate the environment as God's creation given to us for our own benefit. Through CRE learners, through the study of CRE, we learn that God gave us all things. All right? He created all the things that he created on earth. And that we read in Genesis 2 verse 15. And therefore, learners, it is our duty to appreciate and protect our environment, since it's God's gift given to us. Okay? We have a duty and a responsibility to protect the environment. Is that clear, learners? That is point number 10. We can go on, learners. Number 11. We can go on and on. There are many reasons why we study Christian religious education. Another reason is to become aware of our religious beliefs, to become aware of our religious beliefs, to become aware of our religious beliefs, learners, and also our cultural environment and our cultural environment. To become aware of our religious beliefs and our cultural environment. Learners, when we as Christians know what we believe in, we are in a better position to explain it to others. Okay? As we interact with people from different backgrounds, the knowledge of CRE helps us to relate better with them. Therefore, CRE enables us to understand and respect our differences without being judgmental, because not everyone believes in what we teach in Christian religious education. But as you get knowledge in Christian religious education, you are in a better position to explain what you believe with others, and that will enable you to understand and respect our differences without being judgmental. Okay? So that's why we study Christian religious education. We become aware of our religious beliefs and our cultural environment. You don't judge other people. You understand that as much as people do not appreciate what you believe in, that does not make you better than them. You are only different. Okay? So you don't become judgmental. And with that, you are able to live peacefully with other people in the society. So these are 11 reasons why we study Christian religious education. And that will mark the end of our today's lesson. Our today's lesson was a continuation of a previous lesson, where we began our discussion on the reasons why we study CRE. In the previous lesson we gave 6 points. Today we have given point 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Learners, I want you to go through these 2 videos once more. Make sure you write the notes down. Then you close your exercise books and answer the following 3 questions. These are definition, highlight 5 ways in which CRE enhances morality in the society. Question 2, explain 5 ways in which CRE brings about international consciousness. Question 3, explain how CRE enhances the preservation of the traditional African culture. That is your exercise. Make sure you do the assignment before you attend the next lesson. Thank you for your patience and thank you for choosing to study with us. We will be offering more lessons in Christian religious education up to Form 4. All right? We have been covering the Christian religious subject right from primary school. We've done also for the secondary school. So learners, make sure you attend the classes, write the notes, do the assignments. If you have any questions, don't fear to ask your questions. Below this video there is a comment section where you can post your questions and all your questions will be answered. Thank you and God bless you. Bye-bye.
Enroll your child for the manifested e-learning platform and see their grades grow tremendously. These videos can be downloaded to a laptop for offline viewing or viewed from a smartphone in a cost-friendly format.